It is somewhat different than I expected, but I think that's probably what these guys want. Um, One more time, it is called The Brutal Divine. And on to talk all about it is the vocalist of the band, Ray West, and of course, the bassist of the band, Rob DeLuca. Guys, how are you?
Hey,
Hey,
Chris.
pleasure to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you both here, man. And let's get right into it, man. Let's talk about The Brutal Divine. Obviously, and I mean, I know there's the 19 album as well that was different, but a lot of people still, when they think of Spread Eagle, they're thinking Switchblade Serenade. And I know you guys know that. And
Of course.
this is not that, you know.
Okay, what is it in your, because we're so interested in people's opinions.
Sure.
How do you see it?
Yeah, what did
I
you think was going to happen?
Well, I did not think that you guys were going to go 80s, vibe. I like the fact that it is upgraded and it is a more modern sound. Almost has like a punky influence to it in a lot of ways, right? I know this is a very modern reference, but it reminds me a lot of Rachel Bolan's solo record that he's putting out right now. The two of you have very kindred sounds as far as
Interesting.
kind of that raw rock energy, sort of punky, sort of metal, not necessarily sounding like Motley Crue, and for me that's a good thing. It's you guys could have gone one of two ways, and I guess I'll lead with that. What made you guys decide to not look back at your long distance past and just try to recreate that so that you could be a welcome guest at M3 or those kind of shows?
Wow, that's deep. I think we just stayed true to ourselves. Like we're a product of our evolution. It's like we've become such a pretty good live band over the past couple of years, and that energy is what it went into the writing. And a lot of things we've had in the vault, of course, but it's no like planned sound. It's just it's who we are now. We've learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
As writers, myself, Rob has become a brilliant writer, I think. So we've learned to just evolve and go with how we feel instead of trying to be like, let's write like that or let's write like that. That doesn't happen in this camp. We're just true to ourselves, if that makes sense to you.
It does. Absolutely.
I I appreciate your thoughts, and that's why we ask, because we're so interested in what people think. Like, what do you
Sure.
think of me? What do you think of me? But and everyone's thoughts are absolutely correct because that's their thought. But I will say you're the first person that has said it's kind of like 80s sounding. And it's
No, I'm
surprising
not
me.
saying that. I'm not saying this is.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is very modern sounding.
Okay.
I
I
tell everyone,
I
if
don't
I
know if
may,
I don't know if I feel that either, but that's okay because that's great.
yeah,
Right?
I tell everyone that it's old school with new school sensibilities. We're still who we are, but we are in the now, and we want to be the best we can. So we use everything in the arsenal. You know what I mean? We don't want to. We're not the def. I said the other day, we're not the Deftones. You
right.
know, and we don't try to get into that vein. We just try to be as true to ourselves as we can. Like this is how we feel. Let's write this way. Because it feels organic to us.
Right on. Ray, I'll ask you this. How different is writing for this than what you've been kind of known for most recently with Weapons of
That's a
Anew?
great question, Ray.
I think this is more natural. I think Weapons was forced.
Okay.
I was really like, I'm in a different tuning. It was a different mentality, a whole different kind of band, different experience. Where Spread is just really organic and it's very collaborative. You know, it's just I'm being true to myself on this album. I'm not trying to be something I'm not. I think this is I think this is who I am. I'm not a guy.
Right.
I'm a rock and roll blues soul singer. That's how I feel. So I think this is me.
Right
To
on.
me, that's how it sounds to me also, Ray. It sounds really natural to you. This is the Ray I know.
Yeah, I mean, I think I can fit. I think I can do a lot of colors, but this is the one that's most natural.